Welcome to the Lotus Goddess Divine Love. Hi everyone, how's everyone doing today? Hope we're doing well and staying safe. Welcome back everyone. Welcome if you're new to my channel. I do Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, Twin Flame Journey Charm readings. And let's begin, and just keep in mind that this is a general reading. So I've already placed the charms on the tray. Let's see what messages comes through today. This Divine Masculine, they are being constantly reminded of Divine Feminine. And they're pretty much saying to themselves, like, why am I seeing Divine Feminine? Why am I constantly being reminded of Divine Feminine? I see them everywhere. Everywhere they look, everywhere they turn, they see you. And they feel very strongly that they can't ignore the signs. They can't ignore the fact that they still love you. This is a Divine Masculine who may have been avoiding the truth for a very long time, and the truth is that this masculine really loves Divine Feminine, and they are basically stubborn. And I see here that their past, they wanted to put the past behind. When you two separated, they thought that the past is behind. If I don't see Divine Feminine, if I never meet them again, it will be easier for me. I can just forget them, that kind of thing. But that didn't happen, and this masculine didn't want to be the one to say that they were sorry. They didn't want to approach Divine Feminine and say, let's give this another shot, let's try it again, let's try to be in a relationship again. They expected Divine Feminine to be the one to always do that, and for some reason they thought that they shouldn't be the ones to do it. So this masculine, when you two went into separation, they just assumed that, okay, if we don't see each other anymore, if I don't know about them anymore, I will forget about this relationship. But as time passed on, they still have reminders of you, and they feel like they're being haunted with the thoughts and memories of Divine Feminine. The truth is, they still love you. They are very stubborn when it comes to like saying I'm sorry, or when it comes to trying to make things right. For some reason they think that it's embarrassing if they are the ones to admit to something or to approach Divine Feminine. So because of that stubbornness, it has delayed a lot having to do with your reunion. And it is also the reason why this happened to begin with. This is a masculine who's really stubborn. And that is one of the main things I'm seeing in this reading. So it's not going to resonate for all. If your masculine's really stubborn, where you're like, wow, this guy is stubborn. Like, you may have experienced a lot of situations where they would not, like, it's like for some reason they think that it's like bowing down to someone. Like they feel very small by saying I'm sorry. It's like it's embarrassing for them. They're not used to um admitting if they are wrong or they made a mistake, or if there's something that bothers them and they want to say I'm sorry, but it's like they don't want to say I'm sorry, because it's like if I do say it, that means I'm admitting my mistake or admitting that I'm wrong in some sort of way. So that stubbornness, it has created a lot of distance between not only masculine and Divine Feminine, but masculine stubbornness has caused a lot of distance between them and other people as well, important people too. I see that even between like family members, like this masculine may have stopped talking to specific family members for a long period of time. So they have disconnected from other people as well. But now I see the divine is really pushing Divine Masculine to be reminded of Divine Feminine here. And I see here it's coming like in their face, things from the past. So it could be, for example, somebody brings up a certain event or certain year, a certain date, or something that reminds Divine Masculine of Divine Feminine. So if there is something that someone mentions, it doesn't have to be about divine feminine, divine masculine. It could be, for example, they might say, "Oh, remember in you know 2005 we went to this event like around the holidays, right? Around, a specific time of the year." And masculine would be like, "Oh, that was the same year, the same time where divine feminine and I did something or experienced something together," right? So there's something about someone reminds them something about their past, things about their past that reminds divine masculine of divine feminine as well. So I see a connection of things that are from the past connected to divine feminine, and they didn't expect for them to think of divine feminine so much, and especially recently. And they're getting a little bit upset about it because that means they are starting to revisit those emotions again, those feelings again about divine feminine here. This masculine, whoever they are, they were really like physically they found you very beautiful. They loved the way you look, and there's something here I see about your inner beauty and your outer beauty. It's something about your there's some uniqueness to you that they loved. And I see here that they found you very beautiful, very attractive. They feel like you don't know how attractive you are. That's what I see here. It's like divine feminine, you have no idea how attractive or how beautiful you are. They find you very attractive here. I mean, divine feminine, you're confident. Like, you know that you have beauty, you have inner and outer beauty. Like, you're a beautiful person. But this masculine feels like you're too beautiful. There's something about you, they feel like you're too beautiful that you don't even know how beautiful you are. And when they are reminded of you, it bothers them because they're like, they get their emotions, it drives them like crazy. Like that's what I'm getting here. Their emotions, something about their emotions, like their heart races. They think of you. Their emotions drive them crazy when they think about you, your beauty, your essence, the way that you carry yourself, your demeanor. There's something about you that really they're attracted to, and it drives them crazy. So that's another reason why they don't want to think about you. So I see here that they try to avoid. It's like if I don't see divine feminine, I don't know about divine feminine, I'm not reminded about divine feminine, I'll be fine, I'll forget them. But they're being constantly reminded, and it's like in their face, like it's being shown in this reading as like it's staring them in the face. Past, especially the past. And they didn't expect that the past would bother them so much. They're getting a little bit upset by it and irritated by it because it's like, I have these feelings that are coming up now and I don't know what to do about it. They see you everywhere. They feel like you're everywhere. Somebody, something, it's like there are things that remind them of you. They may feel like other people remind them of you. So like say if they see someone who has the same like hairstyle as you or the same way that they dress, right? It's like now I'm seeing you everywhere. So not only am I thinking about you, I feel like I'm seeing you everywhere. And maybe your name, even if your name is unique, it could be like they heard your name. It's like, what are the odds of me hearing Divine Feminine's name? Like Divine Feminine's is unique. They have a unique name, but yet I heard it. Like, what are the odds? It's because the divine timing, divine intervention is here. There's something about it is divinely orchestrated for divine masculine to be constantly reminded. This is to snap divine masculine out of that stubbornness energy so they can move forward. And if that means to eventually connect with divine feminine, that's why it's happening. Because they cannot reconnect with divine feminine with that kind of stubborn energy. It's like even if they want to talk to divine feminine, that stubbornness is holding them back. It's like, no, that means I'm the one who initiated it. Why don't you let that go? It's like, why doesn't this divine masculine let that go? For some reason, they feel like embarrassed. It's like, no, I shouldn't be the one who makes it happen. It's like divine. Why? Why is that? I see this divine masculine as like they're not the one to say like I'm sorry, even if they are wrong. They won't be the first one to like to try to make up, or the first one to try to talk. They always expected divine feminine, not only divine feminine, but other people as well, to be the first one to make the first like move, right? It's like the first one to say sorry, the first one to take initiative or something like that. They don't want to accept or take responsibility for whatever mistakes or actions that they make. They feel like if I am the first one to reach out to divine feminine, that means I'm admitting that I was wrong all this time. So that's what's holding them back. In order for them to release that, they have to experience whatever they're experiencing, and the divine is really pushing divine masculine to be reminded of divine feminine, to the point where it's going to make them restless. That's like, okay, I get it now. I have to reach out to divine feminine. I can't take this anymore. So they're going to be nudged, basically. The divine is going to nudge divine masculine to step out of their comfort zone, to step out of that routine or habit or behavior of keeping that stubbornness within them. They need to break away from that habit, that behavior. Once they break away from that, it's going to be easier for them to communicate. It's going to be easier for them to accept the communication and to I feel like this is some sort of, it has to do with surrendering to the divine. This masculine is very stubborn. I know I'm using that word a lot, but that's what I'm getting very strongly in this reading. I don't think I've ever used the word stubborn so much in one reading before, but that's what I'm getting. Man, whose masculine is this? Whose masculine is this? And don't be embarrassed to say it's your masculine, because he is quite stubborn. But anyways, I do see that the divine is going to break that wall down. Like it needs to come down. That stubbornness, that energy needs to come down. It is the obstacle in this masculine's path, and it was the obstacle for your relationship. And not only your relationship, but whatever relationship masculine has, right? Like with their family members, friends. Like this is not something that can, I mean, it is something that can create a lot of distance between people. It's something that can create a lot of obstacles as well. And for this divine masculine to hold on to that for so long, and I feel like it's a pattern of theirs. It's not something that happened overnight. It's something that they had for quite some time. And for some reason, it made them feel very strong, or it was something that made them believe that it looks like not only comfort, but it looked like it was some kind of like it's like a safety net. What I'm getting here, it's like a safety net. It made masculine feel some sort of security. I think it has to do with the control of it. I think it has to do with the control, because I see her strength being able to make the decision whether they do it or not, and they always basically made the decision for everyone by not giving in, by not allowing the conversations to take place, by not saying I'm sorry. So that's some sort of form of control, like on their part. By giving in, by surrendering, that means they have let go of that control. They've surrendered, right? That means they released it. So this is a huge I feel like a huge lesson for this divine masculine to learn. And the only way they can learn from it is when the divine intervenes, and that's what's happening here. The divine is really pushes divine masculine to the point where they need to surrender. They will be constantly reminded of their past with divine feminine and the beauty in divine feminine, where masculine cannot take it any longer. It's like they feel like they will will need to reach out to Divine Feminine, and it will start off with an apology. That's what I'm getting here. And that was the apology that this masculine was dreading. Like, they didn't want to do it. They didn't want to say I'm sorry, because by saying sorry, they already knew that they were wrong. But by saying sorry, it meant that they accepted it, they acknowledged it, and that was the stubbornness. Like, they didn't want to do that, but by surrendering, that's the first thing that they're going to do. They're going to accept it, they're going to acknowledge it, and they will approach Divine Feminine with the apology here. So this is the reading for today. I hope you like this reading. If you like this reading, please subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below, and thank you all for watching. Have a beautiful day. Bye!